Right, hello everybody, English Woodsman here. In this video we're going to be taking a look at a very unpopular brand. Now I say unpopular because it's not even a brand what's out on Amazon, what's within the top 3 or 4 companies that make hot tents. Now I've done a lot of videos dealing with low budget equipment. I've used them in videos so you can see you can camp out on a low budget. You can check the videos out further down the listings if you want. And I must say, at least 50 people have now messaged me saying, is there a low budget hot tent what isn't nylon? And we'll come across that in a bit why I say nylon. What isn't nylon, what you can use hot tent camping with a lot of room and it's within a decent low budget. Well, this hot tent cost me £119 off Amazon. Now I will share the link in the description below. If you're watching this video with 1 minute in, I'd check it out as soon as possible thinking about buying it, because as soon as Amazon see people buying them or traffic to that link through people like me, like YouTubers, then Amazon starts sticking the price up. So if you like it and you want to buy it, I'd do it as soon as you can. I'll share a link in the description. So like I says, this is probably a low budget one, but it's made out of decent material, not the nylon material like you get with the One Tigers hot tents and some of the other little less popular brands. Now I say less popular brands, but I shouldn't put this brand down because the price have done it for £119, and what you get, I might reverse what I said there. A decent company what's coming with a decent price. That's what we're going to say. Decent company that's coming with a decent price and not overkilling it and charging people a lot of money when money's hard to get. Right, I'm going to open this up and then we'll have another look. And I'll talk about what I meant a minute ago by the nylon material with the hot tents. Now I thought I'd just quickly come back to you because I've just looked at Amazon to guarantee the price. It was £135, 12% off I think it said, and that's why it's £119. So in a couple of days, maybe a week, it may go back up to the original price. I just wanted to double show that with everybody so someone don't say, well now it's this much money. Yeah, it's on sale, 12% discount. So like I said, the link's in the description. You can go check it out, read all the specs. What I will say is 6 kilos in weight. So it's something you're not going to take out on a long hike with you. These sort of hot tents, people use them in like woodland, permission woodland and stuff like that. Or if they're backpacking out of the cars or, the pickup trucks and stuff like that. So just remember, 6 kilos in weight, so it's not a lightweight one. So straight away, the bag colour is like the Pomoly bag cover, brown with his purple strap. So they've sort of copied the same colours there. You get a few little instructions, what's all in Chinese and some English writing underneath. So you get your centre pole in a red bag. I laughed at this when I got it out over there. You get your pegs in like this fancy leafy bag, but some of the pegs are different, they're not all the same. So you made your pegs from what you pin out the sides with. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 5 of these thick pegs. Compare them to the other ones. You see the difference? So this tent is hexagon shape, so each side of the hexagon you'll put one of these pegs in the bottom part. That's to give it its strength in wind and stuff like that. And then here is the inner of the tent, like the floor. And this is all to do with the fly sheet, I'm going to say then. This is all to do with the hot tent itself, and then the roof is all connected here, but we'll deal with that when we come across it. So on each side of the hexagon you'll see like this triangle stitch in here. Lift it up, that's where you've got to pull it out with your peg. This is your wind skirt, or your weather skirt people call it. So let's get one of your solid pegs. Just push it right down. Right, so what I've done is I've pegged each side out, but not all the way down, because I know once I put the centre pole in, then we're going to have to think about adjusting the pegs a little bit. So this part here looks quite weird actually. In the centre, that's where you have to stick your pole on the inside. So your pole goes up into it like that. So next thing you do is get your remaining pegs and just pull the bottom out like that. This ground is so hard, it's unbelievable. We need to stick the roof part on. Always helps if you open the door with these sort of tents. Fly nearly went in my ear then. Gonna get right over to the top. Then you've got to cross this one. I always do it just after the door. I borrowed a vegan outdoors tent like this. Pull that one out to there, and you can get that one here. And you can pull this one to there as well, and you start making your way around, clipping them into place like that. There we go. Now there's something else what I do like about this hot tent is you've got two doors, not just this one, but one on the other side as well, and you've got a down at the floor level air vent. This part here is where your stove jack pipe will go, and they've stitched in the stove jack cover itself. Some tents don't come with them, so if you're going to get one off Amazon, do look to see if this is in place. Your hot tent pipe, your stove pipe let's say, will come out through here, and this won't burn. It might go black a little bit with the heat, but it won't burn. What you do have to do is over peel it off properly, roll it up a bit, and get it in there like that. Make sure it's nice and tight. You don't want that coming back down and leaning on your pipe. And like I said a minute ago, this is your second door. Now, the thing with this is what I've just realised, I'm a bit 50-50 about it. Let me know what you think in comments below. If you had this with your stove in it, your wood stove, you won't better open both doors, because this does actually need to come out of the ground and it hooks in place on that side. So if you're going to use it with your stove inside, I'd recommend you keep this door shut at all time, and just use the one door at the opposite side. So this part here is the air vent that I run about. It's got a stiffener through there like that. That'll help with the airflow through the night. I think I could have pegged it out a little bit better, but I'm just showing you really how good it is for the price that it's on Amazon at the moment for. So now I want to quickly talk about the ground sheet. The ground sheet, when I put it up in the garden, is the full size of the inner of the tent. If you've got your stove going, it's not really a good idea to have this, especially under your stove, where you might open your stove door, bits of wood might pop out, you know, like wood cracks from the heating and stuff. You might spit out and it's going to ruin your ground sheet. I'd say use your ground sheet if you're not going to use your stove. But what you can do is on the half of the tent what you're not going to be using. So to me it'll probably be, if I'm going to sleep in here, it'll probably be this side here. So what I suggest you do is just fold it up so it becomes half of the tent, and you can at least use it then as a ground sheet. Or what you could do, if you really need to do, is when you're putting the tent up, pin that side out with the pegs with the ground sheet, and then not this side, and just roll it over, so you've got a little bit of coverage from the floor if you're going to be using it, especially in the winter months. It'll add a little bit of insulation as well, probably. Now installation, what I'm on about is, you see here as well, it's got this silver lining. So I've heard other YouTubers going on about this reflects the heat back into the tent, so it doesn't escape out from the material. I'm not 100% sure about that, so don't take my word for it, do look it up. So you can see from the inside where your stovepipe will be sticking out. It's quite a decent gap away from the tent itself. That's what the top of the tent will look like if you get inside. Right, so just while I go on about the material, what it's made from, some other measurements are going to pop up on screen now so you can check them out for yourself. So they're saying it's 300D rip resistance Oxford material. Now, what I like about this material is, earlier on about nylon, you got some of your One Tigerist tents are made out of the nylon material, and some of the other brands as well. And what happens is, as your sparks can come out from the top of your flue, what can happen then is, well, let's say your chimney of your hot tent, what can happen, some of the sparks can come out and they'll land on the nylon and burn an hole straight through. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube having this problem. I've got that problem with my iron wall stove tent from One Tigerist. So I know what happens, but with this material, the Oxford material, the sparks will land on it, but it won't burn through. You might see it's a little, black circle where it landed on it. Waterproof, to say it's waterproof, all the seams are taped. Believe me, hot tent over the winter is going to get very, very popular indeed. There's a lot of other YouTubers last year who got into it, who does wild camping and other camping and stuff. And this year, I predict there's going to be a lot more people uploading videos to YouTube about hot tent camping. Now, if you want to see my sort of hot tent camping, you can press here by subscribing to my channel. I'll share a hot tent camping video up here for you so you see exactly what I mean. Or if you're new to my channel, you're not yet seeing that stuff, you can check that out. But this tent is a beginner's bargain, 100%. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you're not subscribed, hit this, view that if you want to see about hot tent camping, and I'll see you in a couple of days for a new video.